Hey guys, today's lesson is a super quick one about quedar and how to use it with ropa or clothing. If you are still here, thanks so much for sticking with us. We only have a couple of weeks of school left, so power through to the end and it's going to make next year so much easier. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. So when we're talking about the verb quedar, we already know that we have the verb llevar, which just means to wear. Like yo llevo un vestido. That's how you say I wear a dress. Now, when we use the verb quedar, that's to talk about how something fits or how something suits someone. So you could say that something fits well, something doesn't fit well, it's too tight, it's too loose. In the same way, quedar can also be used to talk about whether it looks good or not. Like, oh yeah, that shirt looks really good on you, or maybe it doesn't complement you, it's a bad color for you, or just a bad pattern. Quedar is the verb that you would use in that. So after the verb quedar, we always have to have another word to describe how the fit is. Like in English, you would say, oh yeah, it fits well. So we have queda bien, if it's well, queda mal, if it's poorly, queda grande, it's big, queda pequeño, queda estrecho, queda flojo. Those are all different examples of words in Spanish that you could use after quedar to describe the fit of something. However, for the purposes of this class, we're just going to focus on bien. You are going to say it fits well or it does not fit well. If you want to use other words from this list, go ahead. That'll be awesome. But for now, all we need you to know is queda bien or no queda bien. So when we're talking about quedar, let's think back to the verb gustar. Hopefully you remember gustar means to like, or technically it means to be pleasing to. So whenever we're looking at this, we're going to start over here with these beginning phrases, a mí, a ti, a él, a ella, a usted, all of those different ways of beginning a phrase. And remember, that's an extra marker to show us who likes the thing. You probably remember that you don't always have to use that, but you can use it if it's easier to remember for you that it is different in that way. Then we're going to use me, te, le, nos, os, or les. So remember, if I am the one that likes something, I would say a mí, me. If you are the one that likes something, a ti, te. If he is the one that likes something, a él, le, etc., all the way down. Then we get to the verb gustar. We have either gusta or gustan. There are actually other conjugations, but they're pretty tricky, and you're not going to learn those until a later Spanish class. For right now, all we need is gusta and gustan, which we talked about before. You might remember are not related to the person who likes whatever the thing is. Rather, they're related to how many objects are liked. So for example, if you like one object, el chocolate, the chocolate, or el gato, the cat, you would use gusta. However, if you like more than one thing, gustan is what you would use. So los bombones, like chocolate bonbons, you would say gustan los bombones. Me gustan los bombones. Or los gatos, I like the cats. So the biggest thing to remember is that the only conjugations are gusta and gustan, and we only ever change that for if it's a singular thing that we like or a plural thing that we like. This first part is all that changes in terms of who likes the thing. Now, you might also remember that whenever we're saying that we don't like something, the no goes right before me, te, le, nos, os, or les. So I could say, a mí no me gusta el chocolate. Or since this first category was technically optional, I could say, no me gusta el chocolate. Remember where the no goes, because that is actually really important to being able to form the phrase correctly and in a way that's understandable. Okay, so quedar works exactly the same way as gustar. We're going to start with the optional a mí, a ti, etc. If it is not true, we'll put in the no. Otherwise, we can just start with me, te, le, nos, os, or les. Then we have the verb. So quedar, we just took off the AR, and on the end we can put the A or the AN, queda or quedan. So if we are talking about a single article of clothing, like la camisa, the shirt, we would use queda and la camisa. If we are talking about multiple items of clothing, like los zapatos, shoes, right? Hopefully you're not saying that one shoe fits well, you're talking about both shoes. We would use quedan and los zapatos. So here's an example of what a sentence could look like. Actually, before I go there, here's an example of what a sentence could look like. A mí me queda bien la camisa. Remember, after quedar, we have to have bien or any other word to describe how it fits. A mí me queda bien la camisa. The shirt fits me well. I could say, a mí no me queda bien la camisa. The shirt does not fit me well. Let's say we're talking about that kid at the beginning of the presentation that had on the shirt that was way too small for him and it was like super tight. We could say, a él, remember él means he, no le queda bien la camisa. The shirt does not fit him well. If it did fit him well, all we'd have to do is take out no and say, a él le queda bien la camisa. So let's try a couple of questions really quick, just understanding what they mean and seeing how we could answer them. Here's a picture from the beginning. Little kid in a way too big shirt. I could ask, ¿a él le queda bien la camisa? Does the shirt fit him well? You would say, no, a él no le queda bien la camisa. Remember, you can take out the a él and say, no, no le queda bien la camisa. Why can you take it out? Well, because I just asked you, a él le queda bien la camisa, which implies that you're definitely still talking about him. However, if you want to keep a él in there, just to be clear, absolutely keep it in there. You will never be wrong for having it in a sentence. Down here, little girl putting on shoes, look like the shoes fit pretty well. A ella le quedan bien los zapatos. Now, why did I use quedan? Because it was los zapatos, plural right there, which means that I have to have an N, a plural version of the verb, quedan. And you would hopefully say, sí, a ella le quedan bien los zapatos. Or just, sí, le quedan bien los zapatos. You don't have to include a ella. So, there's just a quick overview of how to do it. I don't need you to be able to produce these sentences yet, but rather just be able to recognize what the meaning is and choose the correct option. Hopefully that makes enough sense to be able to just recognize the meaning of these sentences. If you have any questions, please contact me or your Spanish teacher, and we'll be super happy to help you. Thanks, guys, and have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.